Birds chirping, rickshaws starting, the sound of a train, the sound of the traffic, sounds from the street, the temple, faint police car noises, the sounds and voices of people muddled under the hustle and bustle of a city. These are all the sounds that you hear while the credits are rolling at the start of the movie. I think this is a really interesting way to start the movie because it literally takes you from the start to the end of a day in the life of an average individual. Now, you could either be hearing these sounds while walking in the scorching heat or from your private AC car. There really are two sides to it, and that is what this story revolves around. The two sides of a society, one where a mother is fighting to see her child alive, and the other where a mother is fighting to protect herself and the life of her child. JALSA, directed by Suresh Triveni, gives you absolutely no time to settle in your seats. From the very first scene to the very end, it is gripping, but it does have its fair share of problems. But we'll get to those later. First, let's talk about all the good. It has been so long since I have seen all the characters on screen speak so naturally to each other. It really helped me as a member of the audience to get involved in the storyline because I felt like I was a part of the conversation. I also really liked the director's style of storytelling. He employs little tricks and tools to help transport you to the place where the character is and feel exactly how the character is feeling. For example, when a character closes their eyes because they're feeling sleepy, the voice just cuts out. It is entirely muted, and that just goes to say that the character doesn't know what they're hearing, and neither should you. The director and the DOP have also employed various camera tricks and techniques such as the dolly zoom to help enhance the visuals of the story, which play a really big part in enhancing the story because usually in movies of this genre, it is very rare to see the director, the editor and the DOP take the extra effort to make the movie visually pleasing. Shefali Shah as Ruxana and Vidya Balan as Maya are perfectly casted. Each of them is strong, confident, fierce and vulnerable in their own right. Now, I truly believe that Shefali Shah has delivered the performance of a bloody lifetime. From the start to the very end of this movie, she is a force to be reckoned with. And it is her acting that is a constant through line of perfection. The supporting cast has also done a great job. Shiv Kumar Panikar, who has also edited commercially successful films like Uri, The Surgical Strike, and critically acclaimed films like Kapoor and Sons, has once again partnered with director Suresh Triveni after their successful run with Tumhari Sulu. And the clarity that the two of them share with respect to the storytelling and the vision of the movie is visible on screen. The editing is tight, as is the screenplay. However, there were certain plot points that could have been avoided in order to make this a more tightly bound movie, and I think that really would have helped the movie. For example, I feel like the entire plot point of Manav Kaul playing Vidya Balan's ex-husband could have been avoided in its entirety. Now, I won't lie, the movie had an extremely promising start, but as it went on, the realism of the movie just kept getting away because I was questioning the very motivation of the characters involved. As the movie progressed, more and more characters were introduced and it kept getting tougher to keep up with each of their motivation and each of their arcs. It also took away from the two main characters that were played by Vidya Balan and Shefali Shah. Towards the end of the movie, they really had me questioning why the story in itself could not live up to the acting and the direction and the editing of the movie. I had to watch the climax like this because I could not believe how such a great start to a movie turned into such a bad ending. While the movie does manage to somehow grip you throughout, it is the actors that have to do the heavy lifting because the movie loses its plot as it goes on. At 2 hours 6 minutes, it isn't really a bad watch, but it pains you so much more because it could have been such a great watch. I said this in my last review. It's so much worse when a movie is simply mediocre because that means you were expecting greater things from it. I would love to see Shefali Shah and Vidya Balan work together on other projects because the chemistry between the two of them was really good and the two of them are really great actresses. While Tumhari Sulu managed to warm my heart, this movie missed its mark. So to conclude, on a scale of 0 to 10 Jalsa, I'd probably rank it at a 6. And a big part of it is because it was visually stunning to watch and the actors did a great job. Let me know what you thought about the review. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I will see you soon for another review. Till then, take care and peace.